Okay. Hi, and welcome back to Get the News Straight. I'm your host, Glenn Sutphin, and with me is a man called Chris Dorsey.
Greetings. Greetings. Yeah, sorry about that little thing at the beginning. I got thrown off. But yeah, hey,
Yeah,
here.
it's glitching here a little bit, but anyway. All right, so what do you want to cover in this segment, mate?
I think maybe we'll cover some of the BS with the Russians and the election, and maybe we can use that to talk about how the Russian military and the United States military are one and the same. And again, because we have to be broken records, we have to bring up the Rosatom deal where Hillary Clinton and every cabinet level position in the United States government signed over 20% of the United States uranium production to the Russian state-owned atomic energy corporation called Rosatom. And I should say the Russian-owned, Russian state-owned, Jewish-run Rosatom. And we all know that Vladimir Putin is not only a KGB agent and an FSB agent, but that he's also a Zionist Jew himself, and that we know that the Zionist Jews run the United States and the Russian government, Freudian slip, through the Bank for International Settlements, and that the United States military and the Russian military are not only tag teaming the people of Syria and annihilating women and children in Syria together, but that inside the United States, Russian military officials are trained using top secret United States military equipment. And as far as the Chinese go, just one thing real quick. Here in Richmond, back in the mid-1990s, there was a company called Psychotechnologies, and there was something called the Monarch Mind Control Machine, and that was invented by somebody named Igor Smirnov, who was a KGB and FSB agent. And back in the 90s, they had a meeting here in Richmond where intelligence agencies, all the intelligence agencies of the United States and Russia, and some European intelligence agencies, Interpol, and this private corporation called Psychotechnologies, which was headed by Michael Aquino, who is the founder of the Church of Set. He's a famous Satanist and also a high-ranking military intelligence figure. Basically, the Russian government handed over this Monarch mind control machine to Psychotechnologies and Michael Aquino, and they privatized it. And so this machine has been used a lot in Richmond. It was used during the assassination of a former national security asset on Grove Avenue, who was an enemy of Vladimir Putin. What was her name? I think it was Elizabeth Barton was her name, but we'll have to find out. But she was killed back in 2015, and the individual who ran into her, a guy by the name of Robert Gentle, he is associated with a military family and one of the wealthiest families here in Richmond, the Gentle family, and he ran into the back of this national security advisor who had crossed Vladimir Putin and killed her in a two-car crash. He was not injured. She was the only one that was killed, driving nearly 100 miles per hour in a 35-mile-per-hour zone that Glenn and I, on the road Glenn and I are very, very familiar with on Grove Avenue in front of Mary Mumford School. And this individual, Robert Gentle, said that he was taking off and flying in a plane, that's why he ran into the back of this national security advisor and former member of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And he left. He was a Spanish teacher at your son's
school. Yeah, my son knew him.
Yeah, your son knew him, and he left in the middle of the day, no explanation, and starts driving 100 miles per hour in this 35 mile per hour zone, where I take leisurely bike rides on. I go by there, often, and exactly 1 year after that, at like less than a block away at the same spot, the vice president of SunTrust Bank was murdered by an intelligence agent and a United States Army veteran. What's going on here? What's going on here? We know what's going on.
No, there's psyops all over the place.
They're all over the place. Look at the logo for this school, Mary Mumford School. They're called the Mary Mumford Monarchs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, people, just do a little research on what we've already verified for you and look up the logo for the Mary Mumford Monarchs. You will see a monarch butterfly. And the thing about the monarch that's very important is because this is the sphenoid dome. This. And it's shaped both like a monarch butterfly and also an owl. And that's where you get the monarch and owl symbolism. And that's because this bone protects the pineal gland and the pituitary gland, the frontal lobe. So if one controls the frontal lobe of humanity, which these mind control machines, they manipulate and control people's actions, which is controlled by the frontal lobe. So basically, I don't want to say, do I have to draw a picture for you, people? Because we just did draw a picture for you. That's what's happening. And if somebody tells you something different's happening, they're lying to you. Or they're a useful idiot, and the way that they are compartmentalized is way below the level we're talking of. So this is what's going on. The militia, we require control of these mind control machines. We require to expose them. We require that these nanoparticles, did you see that, where Israeli scientists have developed nanoparticles that can allegedly control one's mind, and they say, oh, we're just going to use this in case somebody's depressed.
Smart dust and other shit like that. Yeah, there's all kinds of
right, but this is becoming like mainstream, reported in Washington Post, New York Times.
Well, that's because they're just catching up with shit that was 20, 30 years ago.
We're way ahead of it, but I'm saying they're using terminology like mind control particles and Israeli scientists developing this, and their excuse is, oh, we're just going to, in case you're a little depressed. Not that you're
It hits you with a magnetic field, and then all this shit in your body goes, what? And then, you do whatever they want.
Exactly. And it's not like people are depressed just because they hate their jobs. They're debt slaves. A
lot of that comes from the fluoride, from the fucking chemtrails, the other shit jacking us with, and the vaccines.
The vaccines. And we haven't even mentioned that everybody I'm talking to right now hates their freaking jobs. They all hate their jobs. So people, what you are doing is you are spending a majority of your life doing something that you hate and taking orders from somebody that you hate, which is your boss. And that's why I'm unemployable. Because I don't take stupid orders from stupid-ass individuals who are stupider than me. And that goes for you, any workers out there. Do whatever you can to sabotage your boss. Do whatever you can to sabotage your corporation. Take as much money as you can from them. Give as little as you can to them. you know, everyone must be made to pay the piper. And that's all I have to say about that. Do whatever you can to subvert the system. Do whatever you can to take us, I should say, one step closer to the arrest and execution of all the leaders of the government. We're telling you to do nothing in politics but work for the arrest and execution of the treasonous leaders that control the United States government. Do nothing else. Do nothing else but work for the arrest and lawful execution of all the leaders of the institutions that control the United States government.
Yeah. This thing's starting to glitch a little bit, so I guess we'll end the segment there, mate.
All right. Yeah,
all right.
I think we're good for today, unless you want to do another one.
No, I think we covered everything for today. I mean, like I said, if people don't know that 9/11 was an inside job, and that, you know, what we've been saying all these years, and then they're not paying any damn attention, and
They're worthless.
I don't have any time for them. I'm tired of it. I mean, it's, you know, there are those that are waking up that are starting to look into it. Bravo. Keep digging.
Keep digging.
Just open your eyes. I mean, just look at what they're showing you and know that it's all lies.
Hey, it is, Glenn, and I wish to say one more thing, because we have convicted them in court. We've convicted them on international television. We have verified their crimes, and I'll tell you, as you said, for the researchers to keep digging, there are a lot better researchers out there than me. There are a lot, you know, more eloquent speakers than myself. You do this stuff. You do it. You forward rational and logical thought. You do it. You work for the lawful arrest and execution of those who are carrying out treason and who carried out the 9/11 attacks and the Boston bombing and the Orlando shooting and the San Bernardino shooting. Hoax.
And all the other bullshit.
And what do you call it? Newtown or Sandy Hook or whatever thing you want to say to confuse folks by calling it different things. You work for their execution. And if you turn yourself in, government, we'll go easy on you. We'll show mercy. We will show mercy. But don't think that you're going to get biased. Don't think that you're more powerful than us, because you're not. You're not more powerful than us. We know what we're doing, and we do it with will, and we do it with force. We do it with will and force. And we'll see what happens, because all we have to do is annihilate our enemies, and that's the only thing we have to do. And if one is involved in any sort of political activity that is meant to prop up the system or even reform, you know, an attempt to reform the system, you're wasting your time. And if you try to get in our way, you'll become our enemies. So just stop. Either do nothing but work for the arrest and execution of government leaders, or do nothing. And if you start doing something different in a political realm, we'll expose you at the least. So yeah, I'm happy with the information that we got out there. I'm happy with the communication we gave to our servants, the communication we gave to our enemies, and I'm very happy that we've got this words out there. We spoke a language which they can comprehend and they must understand, and either stop committing treason or be prepared to be lawfully executed. And I say to the people, peace and God bless, and we must save God's planet and God's creatures. And that's the only way.
Amen, mate. Amen. And on that, I guess we'll wrap it up.
All right, Dave. Thanks a lot, Glenn.
All right.
God bless.
Good night, mate.